Ball State University. News for the campus community and all of Delaware County. This is NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening tonight. I'm Adam Fox.
And I'm Julian Tegram.
Thanks for joining us. And we begin with the 3 students who have died as a result of the Monday shootings at Chardon High School in northern Ohio. Demetrius Hewlin and Russell King Jr. were both pronounced dead earlier today. The death of the 2 high school juniors follows the death of a 16-year-old, Daniel Parmenter, who died Monday. Suspect TJ Lane appeared at a court hearing today and admitted to firing 10 shots at the high school. Jalgaw County Prosecutor David Joyce says the community is in the process of healing and the killings were not premeditated.
As was stated earlier in court today, he chose his victims at random. This is not about bullying. This is not about drugs. This is someone who's not well, and I'm sure in our court case we'll prove that to all of your desires, and we'll make sure that justice is done here in this county.
Joyce says provided the juvenile court judge finds probable cause, Lane will be tried as an adult. A Johnson County woman is in jail tonight after reportedly telling police she drowned her 3-year-old son. Police broke into 33-year-old Amanda Smith's apartment in Trafalgar last night. There they found the lifeless boy on a bed. Then Smith reportedly jumped out of a closet swinging an axe. No officers were injured. The Department of Child Services says it had assigned a caseworker to the family until the boy's grandparents became his legal guardians 1 year ago.
Overall, though, the number of deaths in Indiana from child abuse has been going down steadily. That, according to State Department of Child Services. The department credits the addition of 800 caseworkers and an improved call center. But an advocate for preventing child abuse said that's not good enough. In the most recent year reported, a total of 25 Hoosier children have died of abuse. That's down from 38 the year before. And students have voted for a new executive slate in the Student Government Association. The Alliance slate beat out Velocity by over 250 votes. The Alliance slate, whose candidates include Chris Wilkie, Heather Clausen, Brittany Weaver, and J.P. Bechtel, earned 1,250 votes out of the 2,199 votes cast in the past 2 days. Mary Carner, secretary of SGA's current executive slate, was happy with student involvement in this year's election.
I think students are responding well. I think they're taking a stance for which slate they want to vote for, and I think that's awesome to see. They've definitely done their research. We had great attendance at both debates that we held, so that was really nice to see.
The new slate is set to take over their responsibilities on March 14th.
Republican presidential candidates Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney are looking for momentum tonight in Arizona and Michigan. The 2 states are holding primaries with some polls closing between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Complete final results are not expected until tomorrow morning, but with 17% of the precincts in, Mitt Romney with 62,000 votes is leading Rick Santorum, who has 60,000, which is about a 40% to 39% value for each candidate. Results for Arizona are not available yet because polls have not closed.
It's so close, but all cigars for anti-smoking supporters. Indiana senators have struck down a statewide smoking ban today. They voted to exempt bars and charitable gambling operations from the proposed ban. An American Cancer Society spokeswoman says her group opposes the Senate's exemptions. Author of the bill say there's no more room for negotiation. There is something exciting coming to the village for coffee lovers. Carla Wilson has more with this story.
The place closed down a week before finals last December, but locals Martin George and Wally Higgins are bringing the place back to life. They hope to open the cups sometime this spring.
Cup has been in business for over 15 years. It was one of the best local coffee shops around. Martin and Higgins have both been coming to the place since it opened. They're making changes, but they don't want to change too much. The menu is staying the same. The only thing changing for now is the look of the inside.
The changes we're doing are sort of freshening the place up, making it brighter, more homey. Changed all the paint colors, cleaning and polishing all of the furniture. We're going to be getting another couch and some comfy chairs, coffee table, maybe a little area rug for them.
The Cup hopes to open as soon as students get back from spring break. Reporting live in Muncie, this is Carla Wilson, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thank you, Carla. We look forward to seeing what the new owners have done to the place. And you know, I really wish that the Empty Cup had been opened this weekend because the weather was so nice and they have those that nice patio area.
And we're joined up here right now by Chris Havley.
Yes.
What about this weather?
Yeah,
Well,
what's going on here?
I think I haven't even experienced winter. Where did it go? I think we went straight from fall into, well, coming into spring now. We warmed up the temperature right around 52 degrees today, and that's about 10 degrees warmer than our average for this time of year. And we're going to see temperatures even warmer tomorrow, and we're going to see kind of a fluctuating weather pattern as we get later on into the week and into the weekend. But like I said, 60s coming up. And as we took a look, we got some video here of outside around campus, people enjoying this beautiful weather outside. I didn't see anybody in shorts today, but I'm sure there were a few brave souls out there enjoying the weather. But a lot of people out there were just having a good time enjoying it. Looking for tomorrow, though, temperatures could be warmer and nicer. So it may be shorts weather tomorrow, but we have some rain. I'll have details coming up later in the forecast.
And it's great in the context, you know, you get 47 degrees in the winter, or in the fall, you're like, roll the windows up. In the spring,
Exactly.
let them go down.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Chris, for that. There's an app for almost everything, but did you know there's an app for busting criminals?
And if you've filled up recently, your wallet may be feeling a little lighter, but you're not alone.
All this and more when NewsLink Indiana returns.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
Gas prices are on the minds of people in America these days, especially as they steadily climb. George Howell takes a look at how the prices could impact tourism in one political battleground state.
This is the last stop, driving to the Orlando airport for the money question. The tourists who didn't fill up their rental cars before getting here face gas prices at more than $5 a gallon.
I went in there and they say, no, this is just here because it's the closest gas station to the airport. That's just crazy.
It's an issue that affects everyone, especially in this battleground state that relies heavily on tourism. And Republican candidates for president say the problem is striking a nerve.
We now have $4 a gallon gasoline. It's some are suggesting it's going to be $5 or maybe more this year. Why? Because the president's doing nothing to allay the fears of the world that America is going to try and help replace the oil that is tenuous right now in the Middle East.
I think if we go all out for energy independence to get free of the Middle East, that we can get to $2.50 a gallon gasoline.
The national average price of regular unleaded gas rose 13 cents from last week to $3.69, according to AAA. Florida's average of $3.74 increased by 7 cents, and economists say consumers take notice.
Gasoline is one of the few things that even when you're not making the purchase, you're aware of its price. And so as you drive past the station each morning on the way to work, you see that, a gallon of gas went up 3 cents overnight. Well, that starts to affect confidence.
It definitely starts making you have to figure where you're going to travel and where you're not going to travel.
Experts say the rising prices at the pump could have a chilling effect on future spending. George Howell, CNN, Atlanta.
You know that police officers carry guns and handcuffs, of course, but in one Chicago suburb, they're adding iPhones as high-tech crime-fighting weapons. And taxpayers don't have to worry about picking up the tab for the new iPhones, as May Martinez reports. Drug dealers are doing that.
Schaumburg Police Detective Christopher Nowicki spends hours a day on his iPhone 4S, but he's not playing games. He's fighting crime.
How often are you guys using the iPhones in the field?
We're using them every single day.
Schaumburg police bought 24 of the iPhones using federal drug seizure money. Detectives say they've proven to be invaluable.
How would you rate the iPhone as a crime-fighting tool?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 10.
Nowicki says that's because the phone combines several technologies into one device, allowing police to not only collect evidence, but share it rapidly.
Time is the essence in apprehending an offender.
The phones have also improved surveillance operations.
We can go on the Google Maps interface and we can see satellite photos.
And the GPS tracking makes undercover officers hard to spot when tailing suspects.
We wouldn't have to be the car directly behind it. We could actually be half a mile behind it.
And something as simple as getting live weather conditions can be a big help when processing crime scenes.
It could be raining hard, could wash away a footprint in the mud and just flatten it down so that it's unusable at that point in time.
So you just use your iPhone to look at radar conditions and see when the rain's moving in?
We check the weather.
Chief Brian Harriton credits the iPhones with 46 arrests in the past 4 months. One of the most recent, Miguel Alfaro, was busted during a drug deal.
There has to be some satisfaction there, knowing that drug dealers basically paid for these phones to help you guys put them away.
Yes, it's ironic that you're using the actual offender's money to bring other offenders to justice.
Now it's time for a look at tomorrow's headlines from our partners at the Ball State Daily News.
And for that, we turn to Dea Hernandez. Dea, what can we look forward to?
Thank you, Julian and Adam. I'm Dea Hernandez, and here is a look at tomorrow's headlines for the paper. Thanks to an employee from CBX Bookstore, it was announced via Twitter that free textbooks were being given away when they were actually being thrown away in the dumpster. David Letterman's distinguished speaker, Jennings Bryant, will be speaking tomorrow night at Pruis Hall at 7:30. Invisible Children held an event to show their documentary screening in Cardinal Hall at the Student Center. All that and more coming up in tomorrow's Ball State Daily News, on newsstands across campus or online 24 hours a day at bsudailynews.com. I'm Dea Hernandez. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Dea. Every day things fly in and out of the Indianapolis International Airport, but now the airport is paying a lot more attention than before. The airport is paying $505,000 to Indiana State University to track the bats that live on the airport land. The money is used to track the bats as required under the Federal Endangered Species Act. The airport must report its findings on the bats until 2017.
And if you walked around downtown Muncie lately, you have probably realized that some businesses have left the area. The Blue Bottle, a cafe, White River Landing, a restaurant, and Casella's Kitchen, a houseware store, all closed recently. The closing of these businesses are making the Muncie community wonder about the future of downtown. Muncie officials and business owners are still waiting to see if a Cincinnati developer receives state funding to turn the Roberts Hotel into senior housing. Canaan Commons is also looking to attract more people downtown. These business closings are creating questions, but an official from the Muncie Downtown Development Partnership says things are better.
This place was 90% vacant
when we started 10 years ago. And there was no development on the second and third floors of the buildings. If you walk down Walnut Street right now and you look up to the second and third floors, nearly all of them have been developed.
If you want to hear more on this story, make sure you check out our full report on the current state and future plans for downtown Muncie, Monday, March 5th. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alberto. Spring break is just around the corner, but you won't have to go far to find spring-like weather.
We'll check in with Chris Havley to find out just how long the warm weather will last when we return.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back to NewsLink, Indiana. No, Julian, today's weather was so awesome because it was jacket in the morning, nice t-shirt in the afternoon, maybe chipping outside in the front yard.
I know, amazing. I just hope it lasts and that we don't get any rain. Chris, what can you tell us?
Adam, I'm kind of surprised that you didn't wear those shorts today. I know you're the kind of guy who likes to get out there and wear the summer clothes even in winter. If you look out to our west right now, we're monitoring a system off to our south and west. It's actually bringing some warmer temperatures through the area. Well, associated with it are some rain showers and thunderstorms. Those will be pushing their way overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. But because of that southerly flow, we're seeing temperatures jump anywhere from 10 degrees warmer than average today to 20 degrees above average tomorrow. We're seeing the scattered showers and a couple rumbles of thunder developing out there over Illinois. Those begin to push their way towards our region overnight into tomorrow morning. And what the good thing side of that story is the warmer temperatures. We're currently temperatures off of the Central Plains in the 70s and 80s as you push far down to Texas. Here locally around the state, we're sitting in the lower 50s to upper 50s as you move farther south. 50 in Lafayette, 54 Indianapolis, and we are still the cool spot at 46 degrees. I think that's kind of because we saw some of the clearer skies as the heat started to radiate a little bit outside of our area. Now, as we take a look right now at the current conditions here in Muncie, we are sitting at 46, east-southeast wind at 10 miles per hour, and the pressure is lowering at 30.14 inches of mercury. Now, the NewsLink Futurecast shows us that system moving in from the southwest and from the west. The timing is a little off on this. We'll see rain showers overnight tonight, and then maybe another round of showers and storms tomorrow. We'll have to monitor that situation as we get closer into the day tomorrow. But the main story is high pressure builds in for Thursday. So what's that mean for the end of the week? Nicer conditions for your Thursday. So for tonight, we'll see 45 for a low, cloudy and a few showers. Temperatures will begin to climb throughout the night, and we'll see those scattered rain showers develop as we progress later on into the overnight hours and tomorrow morning. Next couple days, 65 for a high tomorrow. Here we go, Adam and Julian. Let's get those shorts out and wear them, I guess, right? Thursday, 51 degrees with some partly cloudy skies. Friday, the rain showers return within our system. And looking forward toward the weekend and into spring break. Well, temperatures begin to climb slowly, but it looks pretty quiet as far as the weather pattern goes. But one more thing I want to show you guys in the graphics. These are the projected highs going forward into spring break, or projected temperatures. The red is above average. So it looks pretty warm for next week on average for our area for the week of spring break.
That's exciting. Amazing. Get the golf clubs out, and then I can show off my calves. That's why I wear the shorts. Come on,
everybody going to Florida, say, so what? It's going to be warm here anyway.
Good.
Right?
So,
yeah. Spring break's here.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Cool. Right. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Chris.
Sure.
All right, well, the only thing hotter than the weather right now has to be the hard court. When we come back in sports, it's basketball, and more basketball all across. You're not going to want to miss this, so stay tuned for NewsLink Sports next.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Right now, over 13 million people are affected by famine, war, and drought in the Horn of Africa. But saving these lives doesn't take a lot. It just takes a lot of us. So I'm forwarding these facts to every shaman, tuk-tuk driver, Sherpa, Kurdistan tea house owner, iguana butcher, and Ozark squirrel chef I've ever met. Text GIVE to 777-444 to donate $10 and forward the facts.
All right, folks. Well, like I promised, we're hitting the hard court right away, and we're not going to leave it for a whole 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Starting off in Worthen Arena, the women's basketball season has had its ups and a whole lot of downs. The team has lost 2 straight games and hasn't performed much better before that. The Cardinals wrapping up the regular season tonight in Worthen Arena, taking on one of the MAC's best, the Toledo Rockets. So let's head over to Worthen Arena right now. Charlie Cardinal getting into it before the game. And hey, the Ball State team getting into it as well. Senior Suzanne Grossnagel dominating the paint earlier. As you see, that one gets it to go. And later, entry pass from Brittany Carter gets it to go again. Grossnagel would have 13 points. Katie Murphy getting the first shot to fall. And you know what? She liked that so much, she's going to take another one. Misses that one, but Grossnagel, who else? They're able to put it back in. 13 points in the first half for Suzanne Grossnagel. Amber Crego, another senior, getting in. And Ball State would hang around in the first half, but in the second half, a different story. 70-65, our final tonight at Worthen Arena. Ball State finishes on a 3-game losing streak. 70-65, Toledo wins. The Cardinals lock up the 12 seed in the Mid-American Conference Tournament. Let's take a look at the conference standings coming into tonight's game. Well, that's not it, but I can tell you that Ball State is the 12th seed now, the very bottom of the conference. That's not a good thing for the Cardinals. All right, let's take a look and stay inside Worthen Arena as we say that Kevin Owens of the men's volleyball team is getting a little bit of recognition from what he did this past week. He was named the MIVA Defensive Player of the Week. Now let's head to Big Ten country. IU taking on Michigan State. IU looking to build a little momentum before they go into the NCAA tournament. And a big one here tonight for the Hoosiers. They have now defeated number 1 Kentucky, number 2 Ohio State, and number 5 Michigan State. 70-55 the final for the Hoosiers, though Draymond Green continues his Big Ten Player of the Year candidacy with 29 points for the Spartan senior. All right, everyone, get excited. If you're not excited already, that's right. It's tournament time in high school basketball. Boys sectionals starting tonight. Few interesting matchups from across Delaware County. Let's get you updated on those scores as they stand. Muncie Central coming out big, victorious over Delta 55-23. That one has now gone final. Yorktown 63-47 over Blackford. Yorktown continuing their strong push. And then Monroe Central 76-52 over Daleville. Daleville now finishes 0-21 on the season. Just dismal for Daleville. And now we look at Indianapolis. I know we were talking, you and me, Adam, and even Chris over there at Weather, about Jerry Harris. Half-court buzzer beater, number 1 HSE over North Central. I saw the video. It is miraculous. He's one of the best for a reason.
Pretty impressive. Bearcats, hey, only beat Delta by 5 earlier this year. Pretty impressive performance in the first round of sectionals.
Watch for the Bearcats. They're a pretty strong team now heading into the tournament.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
All right, today is a national holiday, but you won't find parades and fireworks on the menu.
And Facebook may not be your friend when it comes to finding a job. Stay tuned to Stay tuned to NewsLink to find out why.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. This is Entertainment, and I'm Kelsey Baker. Today is National Free Pancake Day at IHOPs around the country. From 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. today, the public could come in and get a free small stack of pancakes. Since beginning the celebration in 2006, IHOP has raised nearly $8 million to support charities in the communities in which it operates. Here in Muncie, donations are being sent to First Choice for Women. IHOP's goal is to support the local community.
Everybody know to come next year too. It's great to support local charities. Come in, see your IHOP, get to know our restaurant here, and then everybody has a good time.
At the midway point today, IHOP had raised approximately $800. Tomorrow on campus, learn how to use the internet and social media to your advantage in the job search. Ball State is holding a workshop, True Life Facebook Background Checks, at 5 p.m. in Bracken Library, room 104. Learn useful tips to clean up your image online, elevate your online presence, and find out about tools employers use to evaluate potential employees. Don't let one picture, status, update, video, or online blog stop you from getting your ideal job. The 5th annual McKinley Mile Bike Race will be held Saturday, March 31st from noon to 5 p.m. on University Green. To register for the race, you can visit the Student Life website. The early registration deadline is March 2nd and costs $60 for a team of 4 plus an alternate. For more information, visit the Office of Student Life in the Student Center, room 133, or call 765-428-2621. For NewsLink Entertainment, I'm Kelsey Baker.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Oh, jinx. How about a quick look at weather, Chris?
Warming things up overnight tonight. Warmer tomorrow, highs in the lower 60s, but some rain showers overnight tonight as well. As we go later into the week, looks like we're going to be in an up and down pattern as far as rain goes, but then weekend looks quiet, but a little cooler, but still pretty nice.
Yeah, and Chris Havley, I hope your Facebook is clean, because
This is the last time we will see you on NewsLink Indiana. Is that correct?
That is true. I'm calling it quits and resigning and letting some other wonderful folks come in and do the weather for you guys.
Are you going to go into the wild?
Into the wild, that's right, into the wild blue yonder.
It's exciting. With a flint, a knife, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go,
That's how I do it. That's how I do it.
He's brave, though. You're going to be great.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight on NewsLink Indiana. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
And we thank you for making NewsLink your choice for news. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place. Good night.